Yes, welcome to it, your feel-good breakfast show, putting things together, technology style. Have you seen that meme with Zach Galifianakis just like staring into
trying to figure out
the calculations? Of course, when you hear that sound, you know that it's time for us to talk tech, updating you on the latest in the world of technology out there, at least news that has caught our ears. Now, did you know that in the United States and in Australia, delivery companies from couriers to pizza restaurants are trialing deliveries by autonomous bots? And the other day we were talking about autonomous flying taxis becoming a reality very soon. So I guess an autonomous world is where we're going to. Now, while that might sound very exciting, a big challenge for such companies that they found is that while it's easy enough to send a delivery to the right neighborhood and the street, getting a robot to accurately deliver goods to someone's front door is a lot more difficult, as most yard spaces are unmapped by satellites, and GPS can't help you to decipher obstacles on the rough routine or the terrain there as well. I guess for privacy matters as well, for safety and security. You can't expect for, let's say, Google Maps to know exactly what your yard looks like, what your front porch looks like, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But now, a team of researchers from MIT have come up with a new solution where a delivery robot armed with cameras can learn to identify a front door to a house, and then can learn to map the easiest path there without causing any harm to property or becoming stuck. Now, the research is now in a trial phase, and if successful, it might be used in future delivery experiments as well. So this is very, very exciting, because now you could then literally go online, order your product, and then blip, next thing you hear is that's the robot knocking on your door.
But I feel like they're just doing too much.
Really?
Absolutely.
Are you not for this technology world?
I can deal with flying cars, but not robots delivering food.
But you have Mr. What delivering pizza to your door.
I mean, fair enough, but it's still human interaction. Now I think we're just taking it to a whole new level.
Well, get ready for 30 years from now, Kutle. It's going to be a different world.
Well, in California's housing crisis, big tech companies are finally starting to acknowledge their impact on driving up property prices in their home territories to a point where people can't afford to live there anymore. Silicon Valley especially has pushed up prices in the larger San Francisco area to a huge extent. I think the housing crisis is one that affects, I think, everyone globally, and not just only, especially in South Africa, you know.
Absolutely.
There's a new pledge totaling $2.5 billion toward more available and, importantly, more accessible housing in California. Most of this will go directly toward lowering costs. It's launching a $1 billion affordable housing investment fund and another $1 billion fund for first-time home buyers mortgage assistance. I think that's very important. Buying
amazing.
a house is a big responsibility.
Yeah, subsidizing those costs is amazing.
Absolutely. And Tim Cook characterized the plan as a recognition of its profound civic responsibility to its hometown, and noted that lower-cost housing meant stability and dignity, opportunity and pride. The current path was unsustainable, the executive said. Of course, there are pragmatic reasons for the investment as well. The more people leave the area to avoid its soaring housing costs, roughly 30,000 people left San Francisco just between April and June. The lower the demand and ultimately the price. But interesting way for big tech companies to help out their community.
Yeah, but I mean, if you consider the fact that Silicon Valley, you need all those minds to come in, all those young entrepreneurs, those inspired young people to come in and start up lots of companies, trial and error until they find some form of success. So if the housing situation doesn't favor that kind of environment, then they're going to create a Silicon Valley somewhere else.
Exactly, exactly. But right now, though, Jamie is ready to give away some prizes.
I hope so.
The Unwired, where humans go for technology.